All right, Adam. If I were to tell you during training camp, during the preseason, that a month into the year you'd be playing on a line with Cole Sillinger on your wing and Mikhail Putia on the other wing, what would you have told me?
Something had to happen for that. But yeah, it's exciting. We had a good game last game. We connected well, so hopefully we can keep it rolling tonight.
What do you like about playing with Silly? Because Dean Evason just talked about it. He's so versatile. He can play essentially anywhere in a lineup. What do you like about it?
Yeah, he's extremely skilled. Like Coach said, he can go everywhere in a lineup, and I don't know, he's extremely responsible too, but knows when to have that offensive instinct and when to go. So that's something I like to do as well, and I thought we connected well last game, like I said, so hopefully it just keeps rolling.
How do you guys keep building? Because it's not a lot of time together already, but you can see the chemistry is there.
Yeah, I think a lot of chemistry gets built off the ice first, and me and Silly are really good friends, so just kind of keep rolling and learning off each other and reading off each other and just talking on the bench mid-game. I think that helps a lot.
How does Pudia fit into what you guys like to do? Because feels like everybody that I talk to says he does a lot of stuff right.
Yeah, he does a lot of the little things right. He makes really good 6-foot, 7-foot passes. He's always in the right position defensively, and that helps us create offense out of that. So I think he's been complimenting the line well and got his first tuck the other day, so hopefully he can keep it going too.
You guys have been getting scoring from up and down the lineup. What do guys like Justin Danforth, Matthew Olivier, Sean Corrali mean to this team in terms of creating that identity?
I don't know. Ollie might have the best shooting percentage in the league right now. So he's been amazing for us. He's been doing so much. And then guys like Curls and Danny, it was great to get Danny back off that injury. They help us so much with that depth and depth scoring recently, which has been great. So yeah, we need those guys. They've been doing a lot for us.
What is it about the way that Dean Evason has you guys playing that allows there to be so much scoring up and down the lineup?
Once we're inside the blue line and probably 5 feet past their blue line, it's kind of up to us, and it's our creativity that he lets us take over. If we turn the puck over to 200 feet from our ice or from our net, it's not that big of a deal. So he lets us use our creativity and be as offensive as possible in those zones.
I'd imagine you like that a lot as a playmaker, a creative guy yourself. So, I mean, how does it feel to have that creativity, have that freedom?
It's great, yeah. I mean, just knowing I can go out there and try things and things that I think might work. It's great. And going back to the bench, if you do mess it up, you're not going to hear about it because you took care of the puck in the right spots. And at least if you did turn it over, it was that far away from our net. So you're still going to hear about it sometimes if you could have extended a play, but it never will be as bad as if you turn it over in our blue line of theirs.
You guys have been playing well, but you got a big game tonight, your first Metro game of the year. What's kind of the mindset or the message going into this one against the Islanders?
Just keep rolling. I think we, like you said, had a lot of depth scoring, so trying to keep everybody going and stick to what we've been doing, have a hot start, and just roll through it.
All right, Adam, thanks for this. Good luck tonight.
Cheers. Thank you.
A lot of talk about the offense, but I want to talk about the defense, especially coming off the way that you guys played the other night, 6-1. The bottom two lines in particular have really stood out and really helped your defense. What have you liked about the look of the lines that you put together down there?
What's the bottom two lines? We just have 4 lines.
Right, but in particular, Corrali's line and Danforth's line.
Well, we liked our team defense on a whole, right? That we were very committed. Obviously, Elvis made some key saves at key times, but we're committed to keeping the puck out of the net, and not just those 2 lines. Every line, all 6D, we have to play the exact same way every time we go over the boards in order to give ourselves a chance to not give up goals. So yeah, we've been, knock on wood, we've been happy with our defensive game.
Your lineup tonight, do you have any changes?
Nope, exact same.
Exact same.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you told me before.
Yeah. Well, he's involved. I mean, I told you guys it's not a dictatorship. It's a, yeah.
I do have one
We all
more.
have input.
I do have one more for you. Cole Sillinger, the other day you made the little switch, put Chinnikov back on the top. What are you learning about Cole's game? The fact that he can play center, he can play on the wing, he can play both ends of the ring. He seems like that he can do a little bit of everything for you.
Yeah, it's funny. We had a conversation this morning going through our meetings about, in particular myself, that when I was in Minnesota, we struggled to find center icemen. Here we're moving center icemen and we want to get them back there, but we're moving them to the wall as opposed to making wingers centermen. So it's obviously a good problem. We really like Silly in the middle, but he can play anywhere. And I mentioned yesterday that he's a guy that we can put anywhere in our lineup. And the reason he will have success is that he doesn't care where he plays as long as he plays. And he stated that to us. So it's nice to have a guy that not only can play very well in all three positions, all three forward positions, all areas, penalty kill, power play, but that he is committed to doing what's best for the team.
Puccia told us after the game the other night that his teammates are telling him to shoot more. Would you like to see him shoot more?
Who?
Tuna.
Oh, Tuna. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought he liked his shooting percentage. Maybe he doesn't want to shoot. I don't know. Yeah, he's a very unselfish guy, right? He plays the game the right way. He plays on the right side. He looks after the puck. He's just for a young player, and this is what the guys in Cleveland and Trent said, that he's just at the start of training camp said he's a guy that's just going to grow on you, right? He's just going to get better and better, and it's true. We love how he plays the game. Everyone could probably shoot a little bit more, right? But yeah, he's been real good in all areas, and it's nice to see him get his first.
Team-wise, I don't know how much you pay attention, but you guys are fourth in the league in scoring. Is that a stat that you would emphasize to your team at all, or just let it go?
I don't look at stats. I don't. I just we just get prepared to play every night. Of course, we want to score goals. I mean, shoot, you score goals, you're going to give yourself a better opportunity to win. But I think we mentioned a couple days ago or whatever, it's like you tweak something in a video session and then something else goes awry, and then you got to tweak again. But that's what coaching's all about. And but to have the guys score goals and feel good about doing that, it's good for the team for sure.
And just one last one for me. You've started a new tradition here after games of saluting the fans. I'm just wondering where that came from. Who's the brainchild of that idea?
Well, that's new to me, so it's not me. Yeah. No, I'm gone. I think it's fantastic. I mean, our fans are incredible, right? Like just the support, the energy. Obviously, if you have success, it gets the crowd jacked. But sometimes when we're not, at our best or have our energy, the crowd it gives us that. Everybody talked about it before I got here, and Don mentioned last year, like the last game of the year was sold out and a standing ovation, and all of it. It's fantastic. It's a sports town for sure, but they support us extremely well. So it's nice that we give back a little bit in that area too.
Not your idea.
No idea. A lot of the good ideas aren't mine.
Dean, if my math is correct, I think this is the sixth time in 9 games you've played a team the second half of a back-to-back. Is that worked?
Are you going with the tired thing again?
No. I'm just asking you if you've worked that into your approach in terms of being able to jump on teams early. Sometimes that second game is a challenge, especially with travel.
You know what? No, and Ports, we've talked about this. Is that like for me personally, if a team can't play back to back, and what's the most a guy plays? 25 minutes, right? If you can't play 25 minutes, 2 nights in a row, then as a professional athlete, we've got an issue, right? So no, we don't bring that even into our conversation in the coaches' room. We don't bring it into the players. It doesn't mean anything to us. If we're saying that, then the next game that we go back to back, it's like, it gives them a built-in, well, I'm tired tonight, So we don't even talk about it. It's a lot of times you roll into a game after playing the night before, and You know, you got your legs and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, there's enough pregame skates and you got a 20-minute warm-up before. And so, yeah, no, we don't bring that in. We want to start the same way every night, regardless of what the other team did the night before.
Team you're facing tonight is, I mean, I just kind of looking a little similar maybe to Minnesota, to Nashville, as far as what they try and do, limit goals, clog the middle, excuse me, play defense, that kind of thing. First, is there something that you guys need to do additionally to what you just normally do anyway to score goals against those teams, or is it just kind of straight ahead and we just do the same thing against everybody?
Yeah, there's an element, right? We obviously pre-scout, we watch their games and you know, analytically what they do well and what they don't do well as far as the numbers go, and then we match it up with the video. So yeah, we have tweaks against every team we play, but for the most part, we concentrate on what we do and how we do things, and hopefully that's if we have our best stuff, that's going to give us the best opportunity to win hockey games. I guess to answer your question, they're big and strong, tough to get to the net. So yeah, we will push our guys to get to the net. That'll be a key for us tonight to get those second and third opportunities around the net, is that we're not perimeter.
I know you weren't here the last 3 years, obviously, but the last 3 years, this team has really struggled against its own division, the Metropolitan Division. The record has not been good. I'm just wondering, from your personal experience as a head coach, I mean, is that fairly common to where, you know, your division opponents are the most difficult that you face just because maybe of familiarity and things like that?
Well, yeah, you play them, right, so you're able to pre-scout and you're able to tweak a little bit more than other teams. You're concentrating a little bit more, I guess, on it shouldn't be, but you are, just because of the volume of games that you play against your division. But again, it's the same preparation every night, that we want to worry about our game and how we play, regardless of the opponent.
Dean, in the past, guys who were injured, it seemed to me in some cases, were just sort of away from the team and not really part of things. Has the game changed a little bit? And are Boone and Goodbranson still sort of incorporated as much as they can be for guys that aren't on the ice with them?
They're here pretty much every day. Yeah, I don't know exactly the schedule, but we do want them in our meetings, one, to teach and to learn. You know, doesn't matter if they're projected to come back, you know, tomorrow, or if they're projected a few months down the road. Why not continue? And every day, well, not every day, but see Boone in there, and I ask him, what are you doing here? And he goes, I'm learning. And to have certainly him and Goody and KJ's in there too, and I think that's the only three we have right now. Yeah, they're in there, and it's important that they're in there. They're big parts of our hockey team, not only when they're on the ice, but off the ice, and leadership, and you know, it's good for them, but it's also good for us and our guys. Thanks, guys.